solving linear equations in one variable. You can click the links in the description below to go to specific parts of the video, although I highly recommend watching every example as you may learn something from each one of them. Hello everyone! Today we're diving into one of the most common types of algebra puzzles, age problems. These problems are all about relationships between ages at different points in time. Now, the first crucial step is to carefully observe the tenses used in the problem. Clue words like was tell you about the past. Clues like will be or hence tell you about the future. Take note of those. Now, the second and most helpful step is to draw a table. This is the best way to organize the data, understand the relationship between the ages, and ensure you represent everything correctly. Now, let's look at a simple example. Kunwari, your age now is 11 years old. So, if I ask you, what was your age 4 years ago? Of course, it's so easy. The answer is 7. Now, how did you arrive at 7? Your age now is 11. You subtract 4, therefore, you get 7. Remember that kapag hinahanap ang age in the past, you subtract from your age now. Okay, another question. What if I ask you, what will be your age in 5 years? Now, of course, the easy answer is 16. Now, how did you get it? It's simply adding 5 to your age now, which is 11. So 11 plus 5 is 16. From this example, we have learned that if we know the present age, the age now of a person, we can actually get the age at any point in time. If it's in the past, subtract the number of years. If it's in the future, when you see the word from now or hence, you simply add to the present age. Now, let's bring in algebra. Let's have an example. If Jenna is X years old now, we don't have the exact age, we only have X as the value, we use the same structure to represent her age at other times. So, how do we represent her age 3 years ago? Remember from our previous example, what we only need is the present age and then we subtract the number of years we're going back in. Example here, we're looking for her age 3 years ago. If her age now is X, then her age 3 years ago can be represented as, yes, you're correct, simply age now minus 3. So it's X minus 3. Now, what if we're looking for her age 10 years hence? Pwede rin nating sabihin 10 years from now, or maybe we can state it as in 10 years, what will be her age? Again, what we need as the basis is her age now, which is X. So it will be in the future. We therefore add 10 to her present age. Therefore, we can represent her age 10 years hence as X plus 10. Now, here are the golden tips for age problems. First, it is always best to make the age now the basis for the ages at any point in time. Second, once you've represented the age now with a variable, you may actually stop reading the problem for a moment and focus only on correctly representing the ages at the other points in time. This prevents confusion later when you set up your equation. So the key to success is this table and the central variable, the present age variable. Master this representation and setting up the final equation will be easy. Practice creating your tables and you'll solve any age problem. It's time for some exercises. Let's look at example number 1. 10 years from now, Rafael will be 3 times as old as he is today. What is his current age? This is an example of case 1 of age problems, which is the age of only one person. So these are the simplest, but they teach us the core technique. We'll solve this using our guided steps: given, representation, equation, solution, and answer. Now, let's focus on the given. The problem tells us that 10 years from now, Rafael's age will be 3 times his age today. This is the relationship we need to translate into math. For the representation part, as always, we make the age now our basis. So let's draw and use a table. We'll let X be Rafael's age now. Remember our tip? Once you've represented the age now, you may stop reading the problem and focus on representing the ages at the other points in time. So far we know how to represent Rafael's present age, which is X. So stop reading the problem and focus on getting the representation of his age 10 years from now. So that will be 10 years from now, we add 10 to X. Therefore, we represent Rafael's age 10 years from now as X plus 10. Our table is now complete. For the very important equation, this now is the direct translation step. So, according to the problem, in 10 years, Rafael's age will be. Maybe we can translate it into text first as a guide initially. So, Rafael's age in 10 years, let's write that here, will be. Will be means equals, so let's write equals here. 3 times his age today. So, it means 3 times his age now. So, this will be our guide to converting this equation to a mathematical equation which we can solve. So the resulting working equation now will be Rafael's age in 10 years, it's X plus 10, substitute the value from our table. Will be means equals, so let's write equal sign here. And then 3 times his age today or age now is represented by X. In the end, the resulting working equation is X plus 10 equals 3X. Now we solve for X. To gather the X terms, subtract X from both sides of the equation, or you simply transpose X to the right side. 3X minus X is 2X. We now have 10 equals 2X, and we want to isolate X, divide both sides by 2. That's using division property of equality. And finally, we have the value of X, 10 divided by 2 equals 5. Since X represents Rafael's age now, Rafael's current age is 5 years old. Remember, always put years old to make sure that our answer is complete. Now, it's very important to check our answer. If Rafael is 5 now, in 10 years, he will be 5 plus 10, 15. So, according to the condition from the original equation, is 15 3 times 5? Yes, it is. So, our solution is correct. You've successfully solved a single person age problem. We're now ready for an exercise. So, you may pause the video now as you try to solve this problem on your own. Kaya yan! Go! Here is the answer. Nakuha ba? Let's have another example. This is case 2 of our age problem series, solving for the ages of more than one person. This simply means we introduce a second person, but the process stays the same. So here's our problem. Mr. Darwin is 20 years older than Anne. 8 years from now, Mr. Darwin will be 3 times as old as Anne will be then. How old are they now? Now, let's look at the given. We have two main facts. Fact A. Mr. Darwin is 20 years older than Anne. That's the first given. Second given. 8 years from now, Mr. Darwin will be 3 times as old as Anne will be then. Now, how do we represent their ages? Since we have two persons now, we expand our usual table so that we now have a separate row for Mr. Darwin and Anne. So we now choose which age we set as our variable. Now here is a very important tip. Let's read the problem and analyze which is the younger person. Usually, it's best if we let the age of the younger person be our variable. And the reason for that is, maiiwasan natin yung minus sign, which is usually a case of carelessness for many students. Don't worry, we will try to solve this problem again later. I will show you the solution just in case we choose otherwise. So, from analysis, Anne is younger than Mr. Darwin. So we choose to set the variable as the present age of Anne now. Let's choose the letter A as our variable since it is very convenient to use A for the age of Anne now. Using fact A, since Mr. Darwin is 20 years older, his age can be represented as not another variable, but instead the age of Anne, which is A plus 20. Now, we have values of their present ages. And as we have said earlier, that once we have represented their ages now, we may stop reading the problem and focus on representing the ages at the other points in time. So let's start with Anne. Since the present age of Anne is A, to get her age in 8 years, we simply add 8 to A. So it's represented by A plus 8. Now let's proceed with Mr. Darwin's age. Since we have the age now, which is A plus 20, we need to add 8 years to this value. So it's A plus 20, that quantity, plus 8. We may try to simplify this though as A plus 28, therefore representing his age in 8 years. Now our table is complete. And we're now ready for the equation. Looking at fact B, the condition 8 years from now, it says here that Darwin's age in 8 years will be, which means equal sign, 3 times Anne's age in 8 years. So this will be our basis for the mathematical equation we're about to create. So looking at the table, we can now substitute these ages from the values represented according to the table. So Darwin's age in 8 years is A plus 28. Let's substitute that here. Then let's write equal sign, then copy 3 times, and then replace Anne's age in 8 years with the value A plus 8. So this is now our working equation. Let's solve. First, distribute 3 on the right side. 3 times A is 3A, and 3 times 8 is 24. Next, we gather all the variables and constants. Subtract A from both sides, or we simply transpose A to the right side, and subtract 24 from both sides, or we simply transpose 24 to the left side. On the left side, we have 28 minus 24. On the right side, we have 3A minus A. Simplifying, we have 28 minus 24 is 4, and 3A minus A is 2A. Simplify both sides by removing the numerical coefficient 2. Divide both sides by 2. We have 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 2A divided by 2 is A, giving us a value of A equals 2. Now, for the answers, we have solved for A, which is Anne's age now. See how convenient it is to letting the age of Anne now be equal to A? So she is 2 years old. For Mr. Darwin's age now, it is represented by A plus 20. So substitute A as 2. So we have 2 plus 20, which is equal to 22 years old. Of course, we should always check if our answer is true, or in this case, our answers are true. So substituting, in 8 years, Anne will be 2 plus 8 or 10. And Mr. Darwin will be 30. Since 30 is 3 times 10, our solution is correct. So, I hope naintindihan nyo yung example 2 natin. So far, this problem was solved using A as the present age of Anne. But we have presented earlier that we may also solve the same problem using the age of Darwin, the present age, as the variable that we are trying to get. For example, what if we set the present age of Darwin as D? Notice that we get the same answer whether we set A as our variable for the present age of Anne or D as the variable for the present age of Darwin. So it doesn't matter, as long as you represent the values correctly, you should arrive at the same answer. We're now ready for some exercises. Pause this video now and try to solve on your own. Kaya yan! Go! Here is the solution and answer. Nakuha ba? We're now ready for another exercise. Pause this video now and try to solve on your own. Kaya yan! Go! Here is the solution and answer. Ano, nakuha ba? And finally, we now have our last example for this age problem series. Here is example number 3 for our age problem series. This time, we're tackling a trickier variation of case 2, age of more than one person. Instead of finding the age, we'll find the number of years that passed. Here's our problem. Bruno is now 28 years old, and Rosé is 20 years old. How many years ago was Bruno twice as old as Rosé? As usual, we start with the given. So in this particular problem, we are given their exact ages now, unlike the previous examples we have tackled. So Bruno is 28 now, that's given A, and Rosé is 20 years old now. Next, we also are given the relationship a certain number of years ago. Bruno, according to the problem, was twice as old as Rosé then. So those are the two givens that we need to analyze. Now, we are required to find the number of years ago, which maybe we can call X. So, for our table this time, we have a separate column for the number of years ago. We don't know that number, therefore we call it X years ago. Next, the representation. Again, since we are given the table, we use it, and this time our unknown variable X represents the time in years that has passed. This time, their age now is straightforward. We put 28 here for the age of Bruno now, and 20 here for the age of Rosé now. That's something new for us for age problems. At this point, we have represented their age now. So we can forget everything and stop reading the problem and just focus on representing the ages at the other points in time. In this case, we can now focus on getting their ages X years ago. And since we are looking for their age X years ago, we must subtract X from their current ages. So Bruno's age X years ago was age now 28 minus X. While Rose's age X years ago was 20, her age now, again minus X. So the key here is representing the past by subtracting the unknown years X. Now let's translate the past condition. So according to the problem, Bruno's age X years ago was, make sure you put equal sign with was, 2 times Rose's age X years ago. So that means this will be the basis equation for our mathematical equation that we need to solve. So we substitute their ages X years ago. Representing Bruno's age X years ago was 28 minus X, substitute it here. And then copy the equal sign, 2 times representing the age of Rose X years ago, represented by 20 minus X. This is now our working equation. Now let's try to solve this mathematical equation. First, distribute the 2 on the right side. 2 times 20 is 40. And 2 times negative x is negative 2x. Next, gather the x terms on one side and the constant terms on the other. So let's add 2x to the left and subtract 28 from the right side. Simplifying both sides, we have negative x plus 2x will just be x, and 40 minus 28 is 12. Therefore, x is equal to 12. Now the answer. Since x represents the number of years ago, the answer is 12 years ago. But of course, we need to always check just to be sure. So let's compute their ages 12 years ago. Bruno's age was 28 minus 12, which is 16. Rose's age was 20 minus 12, which is 8. Since 16 equals 2 times 8, twice 8, our answer is correct. 12 years ago is the right solution. Naintindihan ba? Okay, so it's time for more exercises. Answer the following. Make sure that you do your best and you can pause the video while doing so. Kaya yan! Go! Here is the complete solution. Nakuha ba?
I hope you learned a lot. See you sa next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy solving!